Rockeyez would like to welcome Neal Middleton, Royal Bliss. Hey, man, what's going on?
Oh, man, just cruising across the country playing rock and roll.
Cool. Chasing the Sun, new CD. Tell me a little bit about the CD. I mean, I listened to it this morning. I have some favorite tracks and actually a lot of favorite tracks. So, tell me a little bit about, the recording process and you're also on a new label, right?
Yeah, well, we started our own independent label. We've always had Air Council Records, but this time we kind of took it to another level where we actually signed a distribution agreement with Ingrooves, who's through Universal, to actually be the distributor. So we have a distribution deal for the label itself. And so we kind of set up the label to be an actual independent label that could, sign other bands and function, just like all the others do. So that's kind of exciting. And then as far as recording the record goes, it was almost like accidentally that it happened because we're just at home and it was really just kind of a relaxed process. We would go in for a couple weeks, record a few songs, then go in for a couple weeks later, record a few songs, and we weren't really intentionally recording an album. But we ended up with these 10 tracks, and everybody's just like, man, these are really good songs. Like, let's just release this as a record. So instead of it being like under a deadline and flying out to another city like Nashville or Portland and being kind of under the gun to be like, all right, you got 6 weeks or 4 weeks to record this whole record, it was just like, I don't know, we'd write some songs and be like, all right, let's go lay them down and see how they sound. And it was a really lot more relaxed than we've ever been. It didn't have anybody over our shoulders, no label, no manager, no nothing telling us what to write, how to record it, and all that crap. So it was a cool process this time.
Wow, that must be like a great feeling. I'm sure each member has their favorite song, but at least you don't have to go to like a label and they're picking what they want, not what you want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's a lot of times where you have to fight for these songs that you love to end up on the record that you're so proud of, and I mean a lot to you, and then someone shoots it down. It's just like, oh man, it's kind of in their hands at some point. And so yeah, no one shooting down anything on this one. It's all Royal Bliss.
Cool. And you used the Kickstarter program?
Yeah, we did Kickstarter. We had almost finished the album and finished all the recording process. And we're like, we're going to need some money to really wrap this up. And, to be able to get it mixed and mastered and duplicate it, do a radio promotion. And so that's basically what we used the Kickstarter for. The fans really came through on that one. And we've also done it kind of different where there's actually the fans of Kickstarters that picked out our album cover. And we kind of keep in loop with them. We have a special group and a private page on our website that they get to go to and tell us kind of what they want to hear, what their favorite songs are, what the new single should be, wherever they want us to play. And so, they're kind of like our consultants, for the label, where it's a fun experiment to have the fans be really that involved. So it's cool.
Cool. Now, since you got your own label and stuff, how does that work on touring?
Well, as in just budget-wise, or?
Yeah, you don't have a label really except your own to back you up on the tour. You got to pay for everything and, gas, lodging, everything else. So,
yeah.
I guess it's just all tour support and merchandising?
Yeah, it's just, we've kind of always done that anyways. We've pretty much been our own label since day one.
Wow.
Even when we were signing capital, we have a whole lot of help. Here and there. With all this booking on tours, the agent that we work with off and on, and but we mainly book most of our own tours, and we buy our own bus and train. We don't have good relationships when we just were able to perform
right,
and take a crew, and so we do it with all people. So to work hard to book shows and make singing that merch and so on. Everything else
cool.
is what we love.
Great. Now, Now let's get to some of the tracks. Let's jump right away to my favorite track, which is Dreamer. I thought your vocals were excellent. I thought the song really had great lyrics, and I just enjoyed that complete song. I mean, there's others too I really enjoyed. So let's just go down. The opening track, Welcome, that really started the ball rolling. Then Cry Sister was the, I guess the debut single. Is there a reason why you picked Cry Sister, or everybody, agreed on that?
Yeah, it seemed kind of like a really good rock track, and we sent it around to some friends, different program directors that we've become good buddies with throughout the years, and that was one of their songs that they were like, wow, this is a really good track. This definitely should be your first one out. And not necessarily like it was the best song on the record, but it was just a good opening rock track to get some good placement at radio. And they were right. It really gave. Well, it really did good for us. We hadn't been up there in the. We got 30 on the chart. They're the only independent band, only band really out of major label or any label behind it.
Wow.
And so that was cool. And then, Welcome, the opening track, we actually wrote with Kevin Martin and Adam Curry of Candlebox.
Oh, yeah, cool. Very cool.
Which is cool. They flew out to my house, and we just hung out, wrote a bunch of songs, and that was one of them that we kind of came up with.
Wow.
Quick little rocker. And Dreamer, I actually wrote that with a hip-hop artist in Salt Lake.
Wow.
It was just kind of an accident. Dreamer and Rock You All Night Long, I wrote with him.
Wow. That's two of my favorite tracks.
Oh, really? Yeah. That's cool. It was Rock You All Night Long was one that you pretty much wrote the majority of it. I stepped in and did like the verses and the bridge and stuff like that. And I remember showing the band, and I was like, God, these are really cool songs. And so I asked him if it was cool if he used them, and we actually went ahead and put them on there. So that was different. And Dreamer Stupid, the way I wrote with Joel Pack, who's another artist in Salt Lake.
And that's another one of my favorites.
Yeah, that was good.
I could go Alive to See, Impossible. I just listed songs that I really enjoyed. That's more than half of the CD, I think.
It's good. We always aim to do a record that you can push play and not have to skip around to find the good stuff. Where every song comes on, and you're like, oh man, I love this one too. That's always our goal.
Right. It's good that you had a different kind of mix with each individual songs. From going to a ballad to another song, and then Impossible and so on. So I really like the order that you put the songs in on the CD. It worked out really well.
Yeah, I think so too. We were debating just like, oh man, how is this going to work? How are we going to be able to? Because there is some pretty major differences in the tunes, but yeah, the way it's laid out actually, tells the story almost. It's cool.
Cool. Now I see you're going to start on a tour very soon?
Yeah, we're on the road right now to promote the release, and then it comes out tomorrow. So we're doing a midnight CD release party thing in Cedar Rapids, Iowa tonight.
Cool.
And then we'll be around the Midwest for the next couple of weeks, then head back to the mountains of Utah and Idaho and do some shows out there for the CD release, and then we'll be back out in April. We might be on a couple different tours for just kind of mapping out the future right now, what we're going to do. We plan on being on the road, the rest of the year, off and on, which is another good thing about being independent, where, we got families and stuff at home, and it's hard being out 4 months at a time, or this way we can go out for 2-3 weeks, go home for a week or two, go out for 2 or 3 weeks, go home for a week or two, and I really do it in a relaxed manner and focused, where it's not just you're going and playing in a million shows, which, it's good. You need to be playing a lot, but, some of those times you're playing in front of 20 people in a dive bar at a place that, no one knows you, and you're never going to end up back again. So
wow.
This way it's all like focused. We know that it's going to be good shows.
Cool. Well, congratulations on Chasing the Sun. Excellent album. I can't wait for others to hear it and get their opinion and stuff like that.
Cool.
It was really good talking to you again. And would you like to say anything to the fans out there?
Just, I always say thank you so much. we couldn't do it without you, and you guys have really believed in us and pushed us to keep doing music and the thing that we love more than anything. So thank you for loving it, so we can continue to follow our dreams.
Thanks a lot,
Hope
Neal.
to see everybody soon.
Thanks a lot, Neal.
All right, brother. Thank you.
Bye-bye.